The 10 euro cent 2000 M España Cervantes coin is part of Spain's first euro coinage series, issued at the dawn of the euro era and minted at the Real Casa de la Moneda, Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre in Madrid, identifiable by the M mint mark on the coin. And it represents an important transitional moment in Spanish monetary history when the country moved from the peseta to the euro system, introduced for accounting in 1999 and physically in 2002, with this coin being struck. Specifically in the year 2000 for circulation, the obverse, national side, features a finely detailed portrait of Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, 1547 to 1616, Spain's most celebrated writer and the author of Don Quixote de la Mancha, a literary masterpiece often considered the first modern novel and a foundational work of Western literature. And Cervantes' inclusion was chosen to symbolize Spain's immense cultural and intellectual contribution to Europe, with his name, Cervantes, engraved. Vertically beside the portrait, the word Espa, appearing on the design, and the year 2000 clearly visible, all rendered in a restrained, dignified style that reflects both Renaissance humanism and modern European unity. The reverse, common European side, designed by Luc Luix of the Royal Belgian Mint, shows the denomination 10 euro cent over a map of Europe without internal borders, as used on euro coins from 1999 to 2006, symbolizing economic integration and cooperation among EU member states prior to later design updates. The coin is composed of Nordic gold, an alloy of copper, aluminum, zinc, and tin, despite the name containing no actual gold, giving it its distinctive golden color and excellent resistance to corrosion, with a diameter of 19.75 millimeters, a weight of 4.10 grams, and a thickness of approximately 1.93 millimeters. And it features a smooth edge with 7 indentations, also called Spanish flower edge style, which aids recognition by touch and enhances anti-counterfeiting measures. Large quantities of this coin were minted due to the massive need for euro coins ahead of the 2002 cash changeover, meaning it is generally common in circulated condition, though examples in uncirculated, UNC, or brilliant uncirculated, BU, condition, especially those preserved in mint sets, hold greater appeal for collectors, while error strikes, proof versions, or coins with exceptional preservation may command higher premiums. Historically, this coin belongs to Spain's first euro design series, 1999 to 2006, during which Cervantes appeared on the 10C, 20C, and 50C denominations, the Spanish kings on the €1 and €2 coins, and the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela on the smaller copper denominations, making the 2010 cent Cervantes coin both a cultural artifact and a symbol of Spain's integration into the European project. Although its face value remains 10 cents, its numismatic significance lies in its representation of literary heritage, early Euro history, and Spain's national identity at the turn of the millennium, and today it is commonly collected as part of year sets, type collections, or thematic collections focused on writers, European culture, or the origins of the euro currency. The next top. The 10 euro cent 2005 M España Cervantes coin is a circulating commemorative issue of Spain within the euro system, released to honor Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, 1547 to 1616, one of the most influential writers in world literature and the author of Don Quixote de la Mancha, often regarded as the first modern novel. The coin belongs to the standard Spanish euro cent series, but stands out because Spain used its national side to commemorate Cervantes during this period, featuring a portrait of Miguel de Cervantes facing left with his characteristic rough collar and beard, symbolizing the Spanish Golden Age, Siglo de Oro, while the inscription Cervantes appears prominently along with the year 2005 and the mint mark, M, which identifies the Real Casa de la Moneda, Royal Spanish Mint, in Madrid, one of Europe's oldest mints. The coin is composed of Nordic gold, an alloy of copper, aluminum, zinc, and tin, giving it its distinctive golden color despite containing no actual gold. And it has a diameter of 19.75 millimeters, a weight of 4.10 grams, and a smooth edge, all standard specifications for a 10 euro cent coin across the Eurozone. The reverse side follows the common euro cent design created by Luc Luix and shows the map of Europe, pre-2007 design, with individual national borders visible, the denomination 10 euro cent, and vertical lines symbolizing unity among European nations. This coin was minted in large quantities for circulation rather than as a proof or collector-only issue, meaning it was widely used in everyday transactions across Spain and accepted throughout the Eurozone, and as a result it is not rare, though it remains culturally significant due to its literary theme. Numismatically, the coin reflects Spain's practice in the early Euro years of rotating national designs to highlight key historical figures, and Cervantes was chosen to represent Spain's enduring contribution to global culture, language, and storytelling, especially as Spanish is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. From a collector's perspective, the 2005 Cervantes 10-cent coin is typically valued close to face value in circulated condition, with slightly higher premiums only for uncirculated UNC examples or complete thematic sets, and while it does not command high prices, it is appreciated for its artistic portrait and educational value. Historically, the coin connects modern European monetary integration with Spain's deep literary heritage, symbolizing how everyday objects like coins can serve as miniature monuments to national identity, making the 10 euro cent 2005 M. España Cervantes coin a meaningful blend of economics, art, history, and literature rather than a purely investment-grade collectible. The next top. The 10 euro cent coin of 2008 from Luxembourg, is part of the standard circulation coinage of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg and belongs to the common euro coin series used across the Eurozone, yet it carries distinctive national features that make it interesting both historically and numismatically. The coin has a face value of 10 cents and was issued under the reign of Grand Duke Henri, whose effigy appears on all Luxembourg euro coins minted since the country adopted the euro in 1999. Non-cash and 2002 cash circulation, with the word Luxembourg, the Luxembourgish spelling of Luxembourg, clearly inscribed on the national side, emphasizing the country's commitment to promoting its native language alongside French and German in official contexts. The portrait of Grand Duke Henri faces to the right and is rendered in a clean, modern style, symbolizing constitutional monarchy and national continuity, and is surrounded by the 12 five-pointed stars of the European Union, representing unity, solidarity, and harmony among the peoples of Europe, while the year 2008 marks a period when Luxembourg was a firmly established and economically strong member of the Eurozone, benefiting from its role as a major financial center in Europe. The common reverse side, designed by Luc Luix, shows the value, 10 euro cent, with a stylized map of Europe, highlighting the shared monetary system, and by 2008 this design had become a familiar everyday object for millions of Europeans, reinforcing the idea of European integration through daily use. In terms of technical specifications, the coin is composed of Nordic gold, an alloy of copper, aluminum, zinc, and tin that gives it a distinctive golden color despite containing no actual gold, chosen for its durability, corrosion resistance, and ease of recognition by vending machines. With a diameter of 19.75 millimeters, a weight of 4.10 grams, and a thickness of 1.93 millimeters, while the edge is smooth with fine grooves, distinguishing it by touch from other denominations. Luxembourg does not have its own mint, so its euro coins, including the 2008 10-cent piece, were struck at foreign mints, most commonly in Finland, Mint of Finland, or the Royal Dutch Mint, depending on contracts for that year. Yet they remain legal tender throughout the entire Eurozone, not just within Luxembourg's borders. The mintage of the 2008 Luxembourg 10-cent coin was intended primarily for circulation rather than collectors, meaning it was produced in relatively large quantities compared to commemorative or proof issues, and as a result the coin is generally common and affordable, typically worth only its face value in circulated condition, though uncirculated, UNC, or brilliant uncirculated, BU. Examples may command a small premium among collectors, especially when found in official mint sets. Historically, this coin reflects Luxembourg's transformation from a small agrarian country into a highly developed, globally connected state, and its Continued emphasis on European cooperation, as Luxembourg was one of the founding members of the European Union and has long played a disproportionately influential role in European institutions. Culturally, the presence of Luxembourg on the coin reinforces national identity within a shared currency system, demonstrating how euro coinage balances uniformity and national individuality. From a collector's perspective, the coin fits into several thematic collections, including Luxembourg national issues, euro cent denomination sets, coins depicting monarchs, and early 21st century European circulation coinage, and while it is not rare, it is historically representative of everyday economic life in Europe during the late 2000s, a period marked by both economic confidence and the looming global financial crisis that began around that time. Overall, the 2008 Luxembourg 10 euro cent coin is a modest, yet meaningful artifact that combines practical monetary function, national symbolism, European unity, and modern minting technology, making it an excellent example of how even small-value coins can carry rich layers of historical, political, cultural, and numismatic significance far beyond their monetary worth. The next top. The 10 euro cent coin of Cyprus from 2008 is a standard circulating coin issued by the Republic of Cyprus, the Mediterranean island nation which adopted the euro currency on January 1, 2008 when it officially joined the Eurozone along with Malta. This coin has a face value of 10 cents, 10 euro cents, and is part of the regular series of euro coins that are used daily in cash transactions across Europe. It was first made available to the public simultaneously with the introduction of Eurocash in Cyprus, and many pieces were included in the starter kits distributed before the changeover to ensure enough coins were in circulation on Euro Day. The coin's composition is an alloy known as Nordic gold, a mixture of copper, approximately 89%, aluminium, 5%, zinc, 5%, and tin, 1%, chosen for durability, resistance to corrosion, and a distinctive golden color. It weighs about 4.10 grams, has a diameter of 19.75 millimeters, and a thickness of roughly 1.93 millimeters, giving it a lightweight but solid feel in hand. The edge of the coin is reeded, having tiny grooves, a common feature on euro coins to help visually impaired users identify it by touch and to discourage counterfeiting. Wikipedia. And Numista.com. Euro Inuamite EU+1. The design of the 10-cent coin reflects both national identity and European unity. On the obverse, national side, of the coin is a depiction of the ancient Kyrenia ship, a 4th century BC merchant vessel originally discovered off the coast near Kyrenia, now in northern Cyprus, which symbolizes Cyprus's long and rich history of maritime trade, seafaring, and cultural exchange across the Mediterranean. Above and around the ship are the inscriptions Kappa Upsilon Pyro Omicron Sigma, the Greek name for Cyprus, and Kibris, the Turkish name, reflecting the island's official languages, Greek and Turkish, and its bicultural heritage. Surrounding this national design are the 12 five-pointed stars of the European Union, arranged in a circle to represent unity, solidarity, and harmony among the peoples of Europe. On the reverse, common side, of the coin, the same for all euro area countries, is a stylized map of Europe showing the continent's geographical outline, with the large numeral 10 and the inscription Euro cent to indicate its denomination. Behind the map are vertical parallel lines ending in small stars, another design element common across Eurocents and intended to symbolize the stability and continuity of the euro currency. The designers involved in creating the imagery include Tatiana Soteropoulou and Eric Mail for the obverse and Luke Lix, whose initials LL appear on the reverse, for the common side, representing collaboration between national and European artists in crafting euro coinage. Euro Inuamite EU+1. Euro Inuamite EU. Euro Inuamite EU. Euro Inuamite EU+1. And Numista.com. In 2008, the Minting Authority produced an extremely large number of these coins, about 70 million pieces, at the Mint of Finland, Rahapeja Oy, in Vantaa, ensuring there were enough for everyday use both in Cyprus and in circulation elsewhere in the Eurozone. These coins were intended for general circulation, not for collectors, which means that while they are widely available and common in pocket change, they are also part of Cyprus' first Euro-year coinage, giving them particular interest for numismatists, coin collectors. Although very common compared with some later, low-mintage dates, the 2008 issue remains significant because it marks the transition from the Cypriot pound to the euro and reflects the historical moment when Cyprus became fully integrated into the European Monetary Union. The name KM number 81 in cross-cataloging, a standard reference system among coin catalogs, identifies this particular coin type and year specifically for collectors. Eurocoinscatalog.com+1. Wikipedia. Euroenumide.eu. From a numismatic value perspective, the 2008 Cyprus 10-euro-cent coin is generally worth close to its face value in everyday transactions because so many were made and they remain in circulation. However, for collectors, the coin's worth can vary slightly based on condition and grade. For example, whether it is a crisp uncirculated UNC specimen straight from the mint, or shows wear from years of circulation. Typical collector values range from small premiums above face value for pristine pieces to only a few cents more depending on market demand, rarity of packaging versions, and condition. Coin catalogs and collector sites list values for the 2008 coin in a range often from roughly 7 cents to 42 cents or slightly higher in uncirculated or special set conditions, though this fluctuates over time and by market. Most 10-euro-cent coins of this date are considered common, or easily obtainable, rather than scarce or rare, which means they are enjoyed most as circulating money or as part of a complete national euro set rather than high-value collectibles. The combination of national symbolism, the Kyrenia ship, European identity, 12 stars and map, historical context, first Euro year of Cyprus, and everyday utility makes the 2008 Cyprus 10-euro-cent an interesting study in both modern coin production and cultural currency design. The next top. The 10-euro-cent coin from the Slovak Republic, dated 2009, is a fascinating example of how a small everyday object can carry economic, artistic, national, and historical significance simultaneously. This coin belongs to the standard series of euro cents that began circulating in Slovakia on January 1, 2009, when the country adopted the euro as its official currency, replacing the Slovak koruna. The introduction of the euro marked a major milestone in Slovakia's economic integration with the European Union, a transition that involved careful planning, public education, and massive minting of new coins and banknotes across all denominations from 1 cent to 2 euro. old.amosdelleuro.org. At first glance, a 10-euro-cent coin seems modest, worth only 1/10 of a euro, but every aspect of this coin has been carefully designed. The obverse, national, side features a detailed depiction of Bratislava Castle, the dominant historical landmark overlooking Slovakia's capital city. The castle's stylized image symbolizes the cultural heritage, architectural history, and national identity of Slovakia. Around the perimeter of the coin's inner circle are 12 five-pointed stars, representing the unity and solidarity of the European Union, a recurring motif on all euro coins. The inscription Slovensko, Slovakia in the Slovak language, and the year 2009 appear below the castle, firmly anchoring the coin in both place and time. The obverse also includes the mint mark of Kremnica, indicating it was struck at the famous Kremnica Mint, one of the oldest continuously operating mints in the world, operational since 1328. The designers credited for this side include Jan Cernij and Pavel Karely. And Numista.com+1. Turning the coin over reveals the reverse, common European side, which is shared with all Eurozone countries. This side, designed by Luke Luix, depicts an enlarged map of Europe without national borders, highlighting the continent's integration and cooperation. To the right of the map is the denomination, 10-euro-cent, arranged across lines, indicating its value. Surrounding the map are 6 vertical lines, each ending in a star, which echo the EU's 12 stars motif and add visual balance to the design. And Numista.com. From a material and physical standpoint, the 10-euro-cent, 2009, coin is struck in Nordic gold, a copper-rich alloy composed of approximately 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. Despite its name, Nordic gold contains no actual gold. The term refers to the alloy's distinctive golden hue, corrosion resistance, and suitability for coinage. The coin measures 19.75 millimeters in diameter, weighs 4.10 g, and has a thickness of about 1.93 millimeters. Its edge is reeded, a finely grooved pattern that provides both tactile feedback and a minor deterrent to counterfeiting. Numista.com+1. Production and circulation paint a picture of Slovakia's early years in the Eurozone. 2009 was the inaugural year of euro coining for Slovakia. According to official minting records from the National Bank of Slovakia, roughly 74.8 million 10-cent coins were issued for circulation in that year, a very large quantity because all denominations were needed not only for Slovak use, but also to ensure sufficient supply throughout the euro area at the moment of adoption. The high issue figure reflects the coin's role as a workhorse in everyday transactions, not a special commemorative piece. Euroinuamite EU+1. Although the face value of the 10-cent coin remains fixed at 10 cents, numismatic collector value can differ significantly depending on condition and rarity. Most 2009 coins in typical circulated condition are worth approximately their face value or slightly above, e.g., around 10 cents to 28 cents for very crisp, uncirculated examples. Uncirculated or specially struck examples, such as those produced for proof sets or collector editions, can command higher prices among collectors, though even those are relatively modest compared with rarer coins. Some specialized catalogs show ranges based on grade, with uncirculated examples slightly more valuable than worn ones. Foronum+1. From a broader perspective, the design choices and production of the 10-cent coin align with the philosophy of the euro. Each participating country issues its own national side to reflect cultural identity, but the common reverse side ensures a uniform monetary symbol across Europe. This duality conveys both diversity and unity, national heritage preserved within a shared economic framework. Slovakia's use of Bratislava Castle and the Republic's name embodies national pride, while the European map represents cooperation and collective identity. old.amosdelleuro.org. Collectors often gather coins from all Eurozone countries to compare differences in national motifs, minting details, and subtle variations across years. For the Slovak 10-cent series, 2009 stands out as the first issuance, making it central to any complete set. Later years, 2010-present, continue with the same basic design, though mintage figures and collector interest vary. High mintage and regular circulation generally mean common availability for everyday collectors, whereas limited issues, e.g., proof or mint set coins, are more prized. Eurocoinscatalog.com. In everyday life, the 10-cent coin plays a crucial role in cash transactions across Slovakia and the Eurozone. It is used for pricing goods, making change, public transport fares, vending machines, and small purchases. Despite increasing cashless payment trends, euro coins remain widely used and recognized across Europe. The consistent size, weight, and feel of the 10-cent coin help users, from children learning about money to adults making purchases, to recognize and handle it easily. Numista.com. In conclusion, the 10 cent coin from Slovakia dated 2009 is more than just a unit of currency. It represents Slovakia's entrance into the Eurozone, national artistic expression, participation in European unity, and daily economic function. Whether held by a casual user in a wallet or by a coin collector examining mint variations, this coin encapsulates a rich narrative of identity, economics, and design rooted in one of Europe's most significant monetary the next top.